Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Playlist Podcast with me, Jack Willard, joined with Gemma Roots.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. See, I don't really feel like I can say host anymore because I've barely been a host, so I'm just going to say Jack Willard, and then maybe I can become a host again one day. Who knows? Maybe. So on this week's episode, first of all, I'm on it, so that's good. Obviously. Gemma's happy about that. But no, in all seriousness, I wanted to come on this episode especially because it's one of my favourite things that we do on the show. It is the playlist swap. So basically what that means is me and Gemma send each other a list of songs for the other person to listen to. And obviously, for those who are listening who haven't listened to them before, we send each other songs that person wouldn't really often listen to. So Gemma's not going to send me punk songs because I like punk music. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not going to send Gemma generic pop music because she listens to very generic, good pop music. Probably the best way to say it. Yeah, I'm trying to word it the best way I can.
Yeah, in a way.
I would have said K-pop. You don't listen to K-pop anymore.
No,
so.
I don't listen to that anymore.
Yeah, so there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the playlists that we both got sent, and we're going to talk about them, what we liked, what we didn't like, whether we think that person has great taste in music or whether we just think that they need help badly. Yeah. So, I don't know, how do you want to do this, Gemma? Should we take it in turns, or one says their whole list? How are we going to do this?
Why don't we take it in turns?
Take it in turns? Yeah, that sounds good to me. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Ladies first. You want to go first?
Okay, then. So do you want me to talk about one of the songs that I sent you?
Oh gosh, yeah, I didn't think of that. Oh damn, you can tell we're prepared for this. I don't know. Do you want to? It's up to you. Do you want to do it so we go through we read off a song that we got sent, and then we just talk about it in that way, and then the other person can jump in. Yeah, should we do that? It's entirely up to you.
So the first song you sent me was "Rollin'" by Little Big Town. I really liked it.
Good. I'm happy about that. Good. What did you like about it?
Normally you send me heavy rock, things like that. But this was more my type of music.
It's country though, country music this was.
Yeah. There's a lot of the songs you've sent me are country vibes, so.
Yeah, so mixing up a little bit here.
Listening to.
Absolutely. Yeah, Little Big Town are a country group based in America. They're huge in the States. They've got over 10 albums, I believe. I've really kind of gotten into them over the last year, but I've been listening to them on and off for a few years. But yeah, Rollin' is probably one of my favourites of theirs. So yeah, I thought I'd send you that, but I'm glad to hear you liked it. That's good. That's good. All right then. Okay, the first one you sent me was Cardboard Box by Flo. Okay. Yeah, I like this. This was catchy. It actually gave me very early vibes from TLC. Reminded me a little bit of them. It's a good breakup/revenge kind of song. It's the kind of thing you listen to when you're going through a messy breakup and you just want to get that crap out of your life. Probably the best way to put it. Gave me that vibe. And I liked it, quite some swear words mentioned. I have to say, Gemma, I wasn't expecting this from you. But yeah, I was like, whoa, all right. Gemma, you're normally very PG with your music. This was a bit 12A. But yeah, no, I liked it. I thought it was good, catchy. I've heard of Flo, and I don't know if I've ever listened to any of their other stuff, but I hadn't heard this before. But yeah, I liked it. So I'll tell you what, it's going straight on my playlist.
So Flo, I came across them because a few weeks ago I went to the Brit Awards in London, and they won the Rising Artist Award. And I thought I'll give them a listen before we went, and they kind of reminded me of Destiny's Child.
Yeah, I can see that through that song, especially. Good.
And
good.
Yeah, you should give their other stuff a go?
So far, I like them. I mean, that song was very good, so yeah, I'd happily check them out.
So, the next one you sent me was, when's it gonna happen? Is it 10 Old Towns?
I think it's Tenille Towers, but who knows? If she's listening, I apologise if we pronounce the name wrong. But it's one of the two, I hope.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, you sounded really unsure about that.
Yeah, probably a bit too country for me.
That's too country for you. Wow. That's too country. Okay.
But after the first one, I thought, right, perhaps I might like this. I liked it to begin with, and because what I've done is, for this episode, I created a whole playlist of all the songs that we're going to talk about, and I've been listening to this playlist for at least about 3 weeks.
Okay. Nice.
And that one I just have to keep skipping now.
Fair enough. Okay, so you like it, but you don't love it. That's probably the best way to describe it, right?
You know,
okay.
like, I normally find that if there's a song that I like, if I listen to it quite a bit, then I kind of go off of it.
Okay. So did you listen to it quite a bit then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I've listened to this playlist quite a bit.
So it does sound like you might have overdone it with this song in particular. Yeah, okay. So you did like it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than the other one you sent me.
Yeah. The other one I sent you, what? Oh, okay. We'll move on to that in a minute. Okay. Interesting. To be honest, I forgot what ones I sent you, actually. I'm not going to lie. So I might be surprised. Okay, right. The second one you sent me was Girls Make Me Wanna Die. Nice title. By the Aces. Yeah, I liked it. I like the lead singer's voice. I don't know the lead singer's voice. Do you know who it is?
Nope.
No? You're a good fan, aren't you?
It's a very new band for me.
Oh, okay. But lyrically, I liked it too as well. Especially, there was one lyric in particular. This one really stood out to me. She's killing me with desire for someone else. That's good. I like that. That's a very deep and personal lyric. Really kind of gets you in the feels there. And yeah, it actually gave me, I mean, it wasn't punky, obviously, but it did give me punk vibes with the kind of stuff they're talking about and like how brutal it was. So no, I liked it. Funny enough, you sent me 2 by the Aces, and actually, I'm going to snap with you here. I much preferred this to the other one you sent me, but more on that later.
Yeah. So, the Aces are an American band. They supported the Vamps on their Greatest Hits tour. And I really want to see them live. I saw them for their support set, and they were really good. So now I've listened to all of their material and really hope that they come back to the UK and do their own headline show.
Sure they will.
So then, the next one you sent me was by the same artist as before, but the song was called White Horse. Yeah, didn't like that one.
Was it too country?
Too country.
That was too country, okay. I was going to say, because when you said the other one was too country, I was like, that one really is not that country. Like, her voice is the country part of the song. So you didn't like this one, no?
No.
Is it just the country vibe you didn't like?
Yeah, it's too, like, I want to say, like, cowboy western sort of vibe to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't really keen.
You weren't too keen. Okay, fair enough. Oh well. I mean, it's not one of my favourites of hers, but I wanted to send you 2 of hers. But I wanted to send you quite a country one of hers. And that was one of the ones that I would say is very country twang to it. So, but no, fair enough. Okay, the next one you sent me then was called Drunk Text by Henry Moody. I'll be honest with you, this just sounded like a very generic song that you just hear from so many artists, especially guys these days, like in the nicest way possible. It was the very typical beat, the same kind of story. It was okay. I'm not saying I didn't like it, but it definitely wasn't memorable for me. Like, it was quite a personal song, but the pacing was quite average, like, and the beat, the tempo, and it just didn't leave me feeling like, oh, I'm going to remember much from it. Like, I'll be honest, like, it was just really generic. And that's not his fault, but it's just these kind of songs have been made so many times, and they're still being made, and they're still being heard on the radio a lot. And to me, if this just came on the radio, chances are you could play it again an hour later and I'll probably forget it's the same song. But it was okay. But nothing about it really stood out to me, if I'm being honest. So, yeah.
So, Henry was another one of the support acts for Vamps.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Honestly, that is the last one.
Okay. You say that now.
That is actually his second single.
Okay.
That he released a few weeks ago. So there's not a lot of material for you to go and try for that one to give him a second chance. So I'll just stop there.
He's got a good voice.
Yeah.
It was just the song was just quite generic for me. That's all.
So the next one you sent me was Ready to Fly by Subfocus and Dimension.
Now this is where it completely changes.
When I started listening to this, I thought, what kind of universe is Jack on? He's like jumped to a different planet or something. Have you been missing going out clubbing or something?
Well, I do like my drum and bass and my kind of club music, and I just thought, you know what, like, Subfocus is a really great, DJ, drum and bass artist. He's brilliant. And this is one of his latest tracks, and I just thought, I thought the chances of you hearing this are quite slim.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of that one.
Yeah, so I just thought let you give it a try, but tell me, what did you think of it? I want to hear. This is one of the ones I was intrigued about the most.
I really enjoyed listening to it.
Good.
If I was going out for a night out, then I'd probably listen to that to get in the vibe. Get me started. Like a pre-drink sort of tune.
That's your pre-drink on a song. Oh, yeah. What do you expect in the clubs then? Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that, because I honestly was expecting you to completely like slate this and be like, "What the heck was that?" But the fact that you liked it, I'm shocked. I'm happy.
I like my drum and bass and club music.
Good. Oh, I will bear that in mind. Good. Okay. The next one you sent me was called On and On, and this is by. Let me know if I pronounce it right. Is it Joe?
Just Joe. Yeah. The D silent.
Oh, okay, it's Joe. Okay, I was going to say Dojo, so I'm glad you corrected me before I was going to get wrong. Okay, this one I had to listen to a few times to really gain an opinion on it, okay? I'll be honest. I did find the beat quite annoying really quickly, I'm not going to lie. Like, I just found it a bit annoying. His voice is good, okay? But it didn't capture me very much. Not in this song particularly, though, I'll say that. However, when the beat picked up in the second half, and like it just kind of exploded. I loved the direction the song was going with then. But then it finished really flat again with that generic beat, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, you kind of left me wanting more, and you just gave me little. I don't know. That's probably...
The thing is, with the album, all the songs kind of all flow into each other.
Right, okay.
So you have to listen to the whole album, because it's like one big, massive song, but split up into little tracks.
Okay.
But I thought I'd give you this one because it's got a hidden message behind it.
Can you reveal that message, or is that not allowed?
So, it's all about when we were in lockdown and everything just being the same and just wanting to get out of that cycle.
Okay. That makes sense. It makes sense with the title of the song, On and On. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't dislike it, but again, I wouldn't say I liked it much. It was okay. Just, it had a chance to do something great, and I think it kind of felt flat on that a little bit, personally. That's just my opinion, obviously.
So, the next one you sent me was Angelica by Wet Leg.
Now, have you heard this before? Because I had a feeling you might have heard this before.
Not that particular one, no.
Okay.
Because when you sent me Wet Leg, I thought, oh no, because since the Brits, I've had Chaise Long stuck in my head.
Yeah, I wasn't going to send you that.
And I listened to that one, and I quite liked it.
Different, isn't it, to Chaise Long? Very different.
Yeah, very different. I thought, oh no, it's Wet Leg. It's going to be like Chaise Long all over again. And no, it wasn't. It was a completely different song.
Good.
Different sound.
It is, isn't it? Quite a beach summer vibe, this song. Okay, good. So you liked it, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I've got the Wet Leg album now on one of my playlists.
Oh, interesting. Nice. I'm seeing them later in June when they support Harry Styles, so I'm very excited for that. That's going to be a crazy night.
You're in for a treat, because their performance at the Brits was amazing.
Yeah, I saw highlights of the Brits, and I did watch theirs, and did look pretty good. Yeah, so and they did win. That's what they're all about. They're there to make an impact.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'm glad you like that one. Okay, the next one you sent me, I won't talk about much because I have heard this song, and I think if anybody else hasn't really heard this song, I don't really know what you've been doing for the last year. Put a Light on Me by Sam Ryder. I mean, there's no way I hadn't heard this already, because when this came out, it was pretty big, and ever since Eurovision last year, yeah, I like the song. I like Sam Ryder. I think he's got a good vibe about him. Definitely think he's got a good future ahead of him. But yeah, I like this song. That's kind of all I can really say, because it wasn't a new song for me, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Have you listened to his album?
Yeah, his album. I liked it.
It was really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Right, so then the next one you sent me was Runaway by Galantis. To be fair with you, I didn't listen to that one, because I listened to it over and over again when it first came out. So I know that one pretty well. Right. It's one of those songs that, yet again, listen to it so much that I hate it now.
Fair enough. So when you hear it, you just want to run away.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just, the chorus just gets on my nerves.
That's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. But I wanted to just... Oh, go.
A good dance floor filler.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just wanted to give you another kind of clubby kind of track, and there was a lot I could have gone with, but I thought I'd be nice, and clearly I was too nice. So, oh well. Okay, the next one then you sent me is, what was it? Oh yes, it was Would You, which is by the Vamps, but this was the live edition at one of their gigs at the Hammersmith Apollo, is that right?
I was there.
You were there, so I could hear your screams within the song. I was like, that's definitely Gemma at the end with the woo. I hadn't heard the song before, so listening to a song for the first time live is always interesting, and yeah, I quite liked it. They did sound pretty good live, so yeah, it was alright. Didn't mind it.
I thought I'd choose something live because we've tried to persuade you to come to a Vamps gig and you won't come, so I thought, tell you what, I'll give him a live version so then he understands what the atmosphere is like at a Vamps gig.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to do that on the next playlist swap then. I've got a lot of plans in now. If you want to give me atmosphere vibes, I can give you many atmosphere vibes. You're still not going to get me at a gig though, I'm saying that now.
Damn.
But they sound good, I'll give them that, so yeah.
Glad you enjoyed it. The next one you sent me was The News by Paramore.
No, not a fan.
Wasn't too keen. I think there's only one Paramore song that I actually like, but not that one.
Can you name that song?
Hang on. I will get it up.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name, but I know when I hear it. Oh, Still Into You is the one that I like.
Fair enough. Okay. I don't know, I always thought you might like a bit more Paramore, but obviously you proved me wrong. What didn't you like about the song? What didn't you like about it?
just in general. It's not... It's a completely different sound to what I would imagine Paramore to be like.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But it shows that they're a band that obviously creatively like to explore different ways and don't just want to make the same record again and again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Oh well, interesting. Okay, the next one you sent me was Hide and Seek by Stormzy. Look, I think I've made this clear in the past. I'm not a really big fan of grime. I like hip hop, but grime music to me just meh. However, it was refreshing to hear a grime track that didn't have that generic beat and tempo as 85% of grime tracks do.
Mm-hmm.
Stormzy is okay. I don't mind him. I think he has got some good songs and he's very successful. It's a chill song, had a good vibe to it. However, there was nothing spectacular about it, in my opinion. You know, it was fine, but I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to it again. However, at the same time, if it came on the radio, I wouldn't be like, oh God, I want to turn this over. I'd be like, it's okay, I'll leave it on. I don't know. I feel like it was okay. You know, lyrically it was okay, but I just found the beat a little bit boring after a while, and I don't know, I just felt there could have been a bit more to this. But it was refreshing to actually hear something that didn't just have that generic beat at the same time for a grime track. So, yeah.
I think what might change your opinion is if you liked the song by Flo, Flo did a remix of Hide and Seek.
Okay.
You should go and listen to that.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
It's very good. So the next one you sent me was Like It's Her Birthday by Good Charlotte. I'm not going to say I loved it.
But
it was okay.
It's catchy, isn't it? It's catchy.
Yeah.
Quite busted McFly vibes, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
and like early 5 Seconds of Summer vibes as well.
Yeah, I thought you'd like this one.
Yeah, I quite liked it.
Yeah, it's catchy, it's upbeat, there's nothing offensive about it, you know, for pop punk, it's just a fine track. You know, Good Charlotte been going since, I believe the early noughties, maybe even the late 90s actually, one of the two. But yeah, they've definitely changed their tone over the years. Personally, I prefer their older stuff, but I quite like this one. I think it's good. But I'm glad you liked it.
I might go and explore a few more of their tracks.
Yeah, their earlier albums are quite good, but they're more pop punky, so I feel like you might like it a bit. Yeah, the Anthem, that's one you should listen to. The Anthem.
Okay.
Yeah, the Anthem, I recommend that one. Okay, the next one you sent me was Lush. Yeah, Lush by New Hope Club. Okay. It's a catchy track, and I like the chorus. But lyrically, though, it's pretty generic. Like, it is, I'm sorry. Like, it's just stereotypical boy band kind of lyrics. The kind of stuff NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, even One Direction were making songs about, you know? And I know New Hope Club are a proper band, aren't they, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I just feel like the lyrics let the track down quite a bit for me, you know? I still liked it. I liked the beat and everything, and the chorus was good, but lyrically, just meh. It was pretty. I felt like you guys could have done a bit better here, if I'm being honest. It felt very repetitive, the lyrics, like. But I'm not saying I didn't like it, but yeah, it's okay. I'll say that.
Okay. So the next one you sent me was U-Shaped Hole, by Baby Queen. Yeah, didn't like it.
No? Had you heard of Baby Queen before?
I had heard of Baby Queen before. So obviously you put her down for nominations for our awards.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Is that the only way you had heard of her before then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Okay. So this was your first time properly.
When you nominated, I was like, who? But yeah, well, not too keen.
Elaborate a little bit more, can you? Maybe? What didn't you like?
Just the whole thing. Really.
The whole thing, okay.
The whole thing. I looked at some of her other tracks, and just to be sure that It wasn't just that song. Nah. Didn't like any of them.
Oh, okay. What is it? Her voice, lyrics, the beat, like?
It's the lyrics and her voice. Don't get me wrong. Backing track's fine.
Okay, but you don't like her voice. Interesting.
No, gets on my nerves. There's just, like some of those. We're probably going to lose so many listeners now.
That's fine.
But Taylor Swift's voice gets on my nerves as well.
Ellie Goulding's gets on mine, so yeah, don't worry. And I think I've mentioned that before, actually.
Yeah, you
even
have.
Adele's gets on my nerves as well. We're going to lose so many followers now. I'm sorry, guys. Controversial opinions on today's episode, but but no, fair enough. To me, if you don't like an artist's voice, it is a make or break, really. So fair enough. Okay, the next one you sent me then was Go by Cat Burns. I liked it. Quite a personal song, deep lyrics, meaningful. Gave me very heavy Ed Sheeran vibes though. Like, I feel like Ed Sheeran could have wrote this. Ed Sheeran, I almost expected to pop up, to be honest. Like the pacing of the track, the tempo. I didn't mind it. It was fine. It was refreshing. But yeah, it just gave me heavy Ed Sheeran vibes. But I'm not saying that in a bad way by any means.
Good. Have you listened to her other song, People Pleaser?
Yes, and I don't mind that one. I preferred that one, actually, to Go.
Did you watch her performance at the Brits?
No, can't say I did.
Oh, it was very good. Sometimes when you listen to a track, you're not sure whether it would work live, but her voice live is so good. It was like it was the studio track playing.
Okay.
You couldn't tell the difference.
Interesting. That's always good.
So, then the last one you sent me was Heaven Knows by the Pretty Reckless.
I forgot about this one. Go on. Your face is telling me this.
Now, I have actually heard of this song before.
Oh, interesting.
I have been in a room when it's played before. And actually, yeah, I liked it.
You like it? Oh, good.
I don't know whether it's because of the fact that I've heard it before. But, yeah, I liked it. It's good.
Good. I was expecting you to slate it then, but no, you surprised me there. Oh, that's nice. We end on a high note then. That's good. Okay. Okay, the last one you sent me then, and this is also by the Aces. Always Get This Way. So after the first song of theirs I listened to, I really liked that one. And that one was, Girls Make Me Want to Die. But this one, nah. I feel like their edginess completely went in this song, like for me. This just sounded so generic. It really did. It was such a generic pop pace, and I just thought, I was disappointed when I listened to this, I have to say. But after the first one, I was like, oh man. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed with this one. It just didn't leave me wanting to listen to it again anytime soon, I'm being honest. Like, it just, meh. Just not very memorable, I'm afraid. But the first one you sent me, I thought was really good, so I still like them.
That Always Get This Way is actually off the album that's coming out later in the year. But I get what you mean. It's a completely different sound to their last one.
Yeah. I'll give credit to them. They're changing their sound, but yeah, not for me, this one.
No. It did take me a few listens of the track to get it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well then, that is the playlist swap done. So by the sounds of it then, we both I would say that both of us probably enjoyed more songs than disliked songs.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it, like there was probably only really two, I would say, the ones you sent me that I generally didn't really like much. And there were some I really liked, and there were some that I just liked. Yeah. So that's quite good. It sounds like Gemma likes country, but not too much.
Yeah, I like country as long as it doesn't sound too country. Like, if it sounds like it's like from a bar in Texas, with cowboys running around? No.
You're being so stereotypical, honestly. Like, Texas is not the only place that has country music, just to let you know.
I know, but some of it's okay.
Okay. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, and, you know, some of your, indie pop I like. Some of it is just not for me. Some of it's good. Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. So yeah, interesting stuff. Well, but yeah. So anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed this one. But, let this be a little message for you all. Like, you've got a friend that has a bit of a different music taste to you. Have a little swap over, get each other to listen to different songs that you like that they wouldn't generally listen to. And, it's a good way to discover new music. Mm-hmm. So definitely recommend it. I mean, this is the fourth one that we've done. I always enjoy doing them.
Yeah.
I feel like you do as well.
The first episode we did, I don't think I liked any of the songs that you sent me. But now, because we're doing the swap quite a lot, I'm starting to warm to the genres that you like.
Good. Your taste in music is obviously getting better. And the same for me, so that's good.
Thanks, Jack.
You're like, it was a compliment for myself as well, love, don't worry. Yeah, and Gemma, I can say the same for you. You have slightly turned me. Slightly. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, some of your stuff's good.
Apart from K-pop, but I don't listen to
even you've got out of K-pop. To be fair, I won the K-pop war between us, clearly.
Yeah, I think you did.
So I did, really. So, yeah. But, yeah, I do like some of the stuff you sent me, so that's all good. So,
good.
Yeah,
I'm
awesome stuff.
that, actually.
I'm full of surprises, Gemma, and I'm sure many people know that by now. Just like I've appeared back on the show quite quickly, so that's good. Yeah, it went, I wasn't gone for like 5 months this time. Exactly. All right, awesome stuff. Well, guys, thank you for listening. As always, we appreciate it, and please, if you haven't already, do follow us on our socials and everything, and stay tuned for more future episodes. Take care and goodbye.
Bye.